People, it's your boy Terrence Carter. TC Talks, TC Fitness. Glad to hear with y'all back at it again with a new YouTube video. Consistency is key. Showing up every day, as I should. There's a couple things that's been on my mind that I do want to talk to you guys about. And hopefully you guys, understand the message. Now, first thing I want to talk about is it's very important for you guys to continuously learn about yourself, your relationship with money, your relationship with time, and your relationship with your own energy. Alright? Time is the number one thing that none of us could get back. Point blank period. I don't care who you are, right? You cannot rewind time. You cannot freaking get an hour of your life back, or a day back, or any of that. So you have to learn how to value your time. You have to learn how to value your energy. Okay? And you have to start using your money correctly in order to purchase assets that'll produce income in your sleep, so that the more assets you own, the more time you have to do the things that you personally want to do, as opposed to strictly trading your time for money. You understand what I'm saying? One of the reasons why I constantly tell y'all that most jobs devalue your time is because they don't value you at all. You can ask your employer for a raise. They're going to lie to your face and tell you they don't have the money to do it. But they will give you a manager or the supervisor or somebody that's quote unquote higher up. They'll give them a bonus, but they'll keep you struggling. They give you such a low hourly wage. You've normalized it for your entire life. And before you know it, you'll be 50, 60 years young, sitting there saying, damn, all I did was trade my time for money, and I'm happy to see retirement. Now, there's a reason why you guys still see the older generation still working. Number one, they know that they cannot afford retirement. We see that life costs so much more money. And, we get finessed by this 401k and what the employer is gonna match us and whatever, bro. Like, we get finessed. We get reeled in, basically, right? But I want to tell y'all this. You don't have to wait to start, like investing your bread. You don't have to depend on your employer to match you. I get it. Y'all can sit there and say that's free money. This, that, and third, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, cool. But why not invest your money now, outside of the 401k? You understand what I'm saying? Why should you have to wait till 65 to touch money that you've accumulated? Who created that rule? This is why I say, like, in this world, we have to think for ourselves. We have to do what is best for us. And one thing most people don't realize, one thing most people don't really learn at all, is the fact that you're going to need some type of cash flow in your life. Hold on, I gotta wipe my nose. All right, there we go. You're gonna need some type of cash flow in your life. Real estate have created so many millionaires on this earth, right? But we're not taught about real estate. We're not taught about generating income outside of the jobs. We're not taught anything about that. You understand what I'm saying? My people perish from a lack of knowledge. The picture that they paint, especially with my melanated people, right, is for you to be out in the streets, hustling, doing stupid stuff, so that they could do what? They could fill up the jails. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a fact. They want you to destroy the community. They want you to think that you can't be an investor. That's only for the white people, which is a lie, you know? Because quite honestly, financial awareness doesn't have to do with a skin color. It has to do with your mentality, with your mindset, and the way that you view money and the way that you view your time. Now, most people will sell their time for scraps. Most people sell their time for cheap labor, and they normalize it. Conditioning, programming, in the matrix, right? But I constantly tell y'all, in order for you to try to build some type of wealth in this human experience, right, you have to use your money to buy back the time, right? Meaning, once again, I need an asset, or I need plenty of assets that's working for me even while I'm not physically working. Because if my income is only attached to the time that I trade in order to get it, I am being capped in some way, shape, or form. You're being capped based off of the amount of hours you're able to work. And remember, I told y'all in the previous video that you let me move from over here. It's mad noise. You trade, you trade 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday. So every 2 weeks you get paid, and that is by design. It is a treadmill. It is a hamster wheel that you're never gonna get off of. Because you trade your time to make somebody else rich, to help them build wealth, to help them make their company ultra rich or ultra wealthy, but yet you don't use none of your money to help yourself get wealthy.
I got food. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
The stock market is the tool. Building systems is the tool. You know? And your relationship with money is a personal journey. Nobody can control that but you. You understand what I'm saying? So we gotta look at life differently. We have to look at our time differently, right? And we have to look at our relationship with our finances totally different. It's gonna be very, very hard for the working class to make it out here if you're strictly dependent on your wage, bro. I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. It's gonna be extremely hard because your job is gonna pay you $20 an hour. Your job is gonna pay you $15 an hour. Your job is gonna pay you $25 an hour. None of that is gonna make you rich. It's just gonna keep you comfortable. That's all that is gonna do. Your objective has to be to think outside of the box. Detach the amount of money that you make from your time. Detach it. When I make this video, the amount of money that I make from this video is detached from my time. I don't know what this video is gonna do. When I purchase that asset is detached from my time because that asset is working for me 24/7. When I buy real estate in the stock market, that money is detached from my time. You understand what I'm saying? But it's your perception, and it's the way that you perceive it. We're taught through previous generations, right? But a lot of the previous generations wasn't taught correctly. You understand what I'm saying? And then we're conditioned and programmed to try to impress random people with glitz and glamour and luxury, so that you can get some likes on a social media app and say, look at me. We're programmed to get validation from total strangers that don't even know us for some dopamine. When your real dopamine should be from growth, should be from you being disciplined, should be from you spending time with the people that you love and that you cherish, right? Your real dopamine should be from something that you're actually building. You feel me? But it really comes from your own personal experience, bro. My people will perish from a lack of knowledge, bro. I don't care, bro. Like, you have to realize the game that's being played on you, and you're playing the wrong game. You have a fear of investing your money because you have an attachment to the money that you're making from your job, so you won't ever think beyond that paycheck. That is scary. Think beyond the paycheck. if a corporation can make billions of dollars in real time, right, and pay you whatever they're paying you, a couple $1,000s, so that you're able to take care of your responsibilities, why not think, if I just learn some skills like the stock market, like ownership, right? If I start thinking like an owner, maybe I'll be able to make what I make at this job. Maybe I'll be able to make that through my assets, which you can. Why? Because there's no cap on the amount of money you can make through assets. There's a cap on the amount of money that you can make through your job. Why? Because they get to determine your hourly rate and they get to determine your salary. You don't have no say-so in that. You can ask them for a raise. 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you no. And for those that do get a raise, you got to use that money correctly. It's not no, I get a raise from work and I get to spend more money. You got to stop thinking like that. You got to think, let me purchase more assets with the money that I'm making. Yes, take care of my bills. Yes, save up some money. But let me purchase more assets. Because the assets are going to work for you all day, all night. And they don't need a day off. They don't call in sick. It has a job to do. Just like you got a job to do, your assets has a job to do. Alright? So with that being said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments below. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out me on this platform. Let's keep staying focused, y'all.